So we may have just got some really bad news for the release of XDEFIANT. In today's video, I will break down Mark Rubin's recent comments on the game status and the release date. Before we jump into it, my name's Claude. I bring daily videos of Call of Duty and XDEFIANT. If you find this video interesting or helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and drop a like as it helps out a lot. Now let's get back into the video. After a month of no updates, we finally have received a message from Mark Rubin. This is what the message says. Hey all, I know it's been quiet and I apologize for that. We're in a phase where we are submitting XDEFIANT for release and squashing any last minute bugs, and on a new IP, i.e. not a sequel to a sequel to a sequel. We're taking the time to get those steps right. I love how excited everyone is about our game. We've reached many people more than we ever expected, and I share your frustration on just wanting to be able to play. But unlike what my mom thinks, making a video game isn't all fun and games. Not every part of the process is fun as others, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The team is hard at work, and we are making progress every day to get the game in your hands as soon as it's ready. Thank you again to everyone for being fans of our game, and I hope to see you all soon. So from this message, there's a lot to digest. The first thing that we need to consider from this message is when he said we are submitting the game for release. So previously, back in July, if any of you remember, he did state that they were submitting the game for release, which typically takes 2 to 3 tries, as the first try is usually rejected. Now, if you look into this, typically on average it takes 2 to 3 to sometimes even a month before you get an approval or a rejection on your submittal. Now, we can assume that it has been almost a month now, so their first submission has probably been returned as rejected. As he stated before, it would most likely be rejected. So if that is the best case scenario, then they are probably resubmitting for approval by the end of this week or next week, and then should have it reviewed again before 1 to 2 weeks after that. Assuming that all goes well and there's no problems with their second submission, we could see a release in the middle of September. However, one positive thing that he did state in his message is they are squashing any last minute bugs. This could mean that the game has already reached its final approval and they just need to release a small patch prior to release. With leaks of the launch date being as early as Sunday, August 27th or September 1st, this comment could just fuel the speculation about the game being just around the corner and it could be released very soon. Another point we should consider is where he said we have reached many more than we ever expected. This comment could be looked at both positively and negatively. The reason it could be a positive is it builds more hype around the game, and it could have a higher player count, more people in game to play with and to find lobbies. However, this could also be an issue with servers. If they weren't expecting this large of a player base, their servers may not be able to handle the stress of that many players being online. It has been an issue with Call of Duty for many years, and maybe that is another patch that they are working on currently before that final release. With all the information that I just stated, let me know your thoughts and comments on when you think this release date will be. Do you think we will be seeing this game in the next week or two? Do you think we will be seeing it in September, or do you think it will be delayed? Personally, after this message, I do think this game will be coming out near the end of September if it does not get delayed. If you enjoyed this video, drop a sub, hit the like button, turn on those notifications. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.